Hello, Aries. This is going to be your November love reading. And we're having some logistical, we'll say, happenings. So you're going to see me instead of the cards. Anyway, let me know in the comments which one you prefer. I won't be offended if you say the cards. All right. So I'm just tuning into the overall potential love energy for you, and then we're gonna dive into some other questions. So rock and roll, here we go. All right, so what came out is, ooh, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Absolutely love that. And that's a great reminder for sure, that relationships and being in partnerships include space, and space to grow and expand. I think a lot of times people are afraid of space, but nah, embrace it. It's got to expand if it's going to grow, right? All right, and then I'm going to pull 2 romance cards, and then we're going to dive into some tarot. So in the comments, let me know where you are tuning in from. Would love to hear. Wow, we got a whole bunch of going on. All right, so the first one is, ooh, past life relationship. And it says you have known each other before. Holla. Interesting. We'll tune in to see your energy and their energy in a second. And then this one says, wedding. This situation involves marriage. So very exciting as far as potential so far this month. All right, let's tune into your energy, Aries. How was your October? Let me know too. What are you most looking forward to in November this month? Maybe it's a wedding. We'll see. Maybe you've been invited to a wedding. Maybe that's where you're gonna run into this person. Let's see. All right, what is Aries overall energy this month with regard to love? All right. Woo. Holy goodness gracious, Aries. So the first 3 cards are Temperance, 3 of Cups, and then the Empress. So celebration, 3 of Cups is also kind of a wedding card. I love that. Temperance is all about balance. And then we have the Empress, which is the divine feminine in all her full glory, mastery. So if this is energy that you're holding, fantastic. You can't help but magnetize in love or amplify love if you are already in a relationship. So I also, hold on, let me just see. Yeah, so interesting. So in the middle of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords, which I feel like you walked away from a situation that was not healthy. It was imbalanced. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers, which is a soulmate card. And so we have the soulmate card, we have the 3 of Cups, we have the Temperance, and going back to this past life relationship and wedding. So maybe there was, I don't know. Actually, let me clarify. I think for some of you, there could be somebody from the past coming back. But for others of you, definitely this is a new person, and you have known them before, and there'll be this soul recognition. So I want clarity on the wedding card. And we have the Ace of Swords. Fascinating. So new beginnings, thoughts and words. So that could also be promises as well. Give me another clarifier on this wedding card. the Four of Wands, which is another wedding card. Oh my goodness. I shouldn't say just wedding, but like a commitment, whether it is formal or just, you know, a conversation that the both of you have. But this definitely speaks to a long-term commitment in it for the long haul. Like this is, and of course you have the wedding card. So let me tune into your person's energy now. I'm just going to pull some cards around them, but this is hot to trot, Aries. And if you're feeling that Empress energy, it doesn't matter gender. It has to do with how you hold yourself. Woo! Like I said, magnetized. All right, so let me just tune into this person. So let me just see. So is this a current person's energy that we're tuning into with this? So is this a current person? Hang on. Six of Cups. So with that, to me, that says, no, it's a past person, because the Six of Cups to me speaks to like nostalgia, thinking of the past. So fascinating. So let me, okay, so I have all these questions now. I got to narrow it down. I have all these questions for you that I want to clarify. Are you going to run into each other? We'll say, is there going to be a connection? The first, we'll say connection in the 3D. Let me paraphrase that. A connection in the 3D, the first part of this month. So will it be like action, the first part of the month in the 3D between you and this person? Interesting. Five of Swords. Let me see what else. So it's almost like this person is, how do we say, collecting themselves the first part of the month. Oops, yeah, it took them out. But then we got the Two of Cups again, and then the Four of Pentacles, which to me is also like building that strong foundation. So it looks like this person from the past, they're collecting themselves and they are going to come forward and make an offer. And to me, going back to this Four of Pentacles, then they want to build that foundation with you. So I don't know what transpired, but you just keep holding your energy, you know, like that Empress. And the other piece too around the Empress that I want to explain is that it's also about receiving, being in that receptive state. So that's why I say like maintain that energy. Like the Empress knows what she deserves and what she's willing to accept. And I feel like based on the first part of the cards that you really have done the work. So pat yourselves on the back. Kudos to you. And it looks like your person is wrapping things up, right? Getting themselves, maybe the first part is just them giving themselves like pep talk, but they know that they want this, right? They see you as their soulmate and they want to build a strong foundation for you. So actually, let's me too just get some this deck for some advice. Any insights, advice for you during this time. So what advice for Aries? All right. So we have faith. Love it. So maybe you had given up faith that you would ever hear from this person again, or that this relationship would ever get to the next level. And a lot of times, you know, it has to do with divine timing and divine alignment. And when we're ready, that's when it happens. And I feel like it may seem, like it happened quickly, or will happen quickly, but always for the best. And then give. One of the best feelings we can experience is giving to others. And so I love this because it's one of those things where it's that reciprocity, right? So how can you give to another person or be of service? And in this instance, maybe when you first hear from this person, you're kind of like, "Argh." So maybe it's just to give them the opportunity to speak, right? To express whatever they need to express. You don't have to, listen, you have spiritual free will and choice. It's your journey. You live it how you want. And if you aren't open, great, don't do it. Once again, take what resonates, leave the rest, right? This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate for everybody. And also giving yourself that option, right? That opportunity, and just being open. So actually this feels super fiery, which is right up your alley, honestly. And it just feels really good. And this person, sees you as it. So have a great month. Enjoy. Give this video a thumbs up, click like, click subscribe, all those things. And share with your friends if you feel so called. Help spread the love vibes around the world. And until next time, Venusian vibes and more love vibes to come. Ciao.